And put Ketspire on and ask him to play in midfield, but to get forward from midfield.
Ball laid forward to the goal scorer. Alan Shearer on the far side, and Shearer wins a corner. And Ketspire looks back and says, "Can I come on now, mate?"
No, they won't do it.
Not yet. Wait your time, Timur. We've got 18 and a half minutes to go. This second semi-final. Arsenal already through to the FA Cup final. Newcastle leads Sheffield United 1-0. Newcastle with the corner deep. Albert jumps, headed away with the defence. Barnes on the volley, wide and high. Goal kick. And now we've got a double substitution. And surprise, surprise, gets Bars on for Anderson. And it's Nicky Marker who's coming off for Dallas.
Well, I'm not sure. Dallas, I think he's a central defender. I'm not sure whether Thompson's going to be very brave and chuck him up front, or just go on for Marker in front of the back four. Anderson, I know we've criticised him, he's worked very, very hard. At least he got himself into those areas to get the chances, but you know yourself that somebody like Shearer's had one chance today and buried it. If he'd have had the chances that Anderson had, I mean, Newcastle United would now be coasting at 2 or 3.
Out of sight they would be. But they're not. It's still only 1-0, remember.
Dallas has gone central midfield.
Yes, and
he is a big boy, by the way.
He's enormous. Don't collide with him. Shearer, great ball forward, gets fired into the penalty area on a substitute. Forced wide over the defender. Oh dear. Thought he's going to score with his first impact. Anyway, he doesn't. The director's box like that as well, didn't he? Barton to Batty. Batty back to Barton. And Newcastle playing this very sensibly now. Just keep ball, let Sheffield United do the chasing. Barton back to Davies Ass, who has had a terrific match for Newcastle United. Up into the centre circle, flick to the right again, and Batty forward to Gillespie down the right flank. Gillespie steps inside, 2 challenges, seem to be brought down with the second, and not given by the referee. Sheffield United have the ball. Quinn running down the left flank and running the ball out of play, and it's a throw to Newcastle. Let's go to the rugby and Nick Mullins.
Minutes to go, Alan. The French have just not stopped their 6th try against Wales. They lead by 46 points to 0. Fabien Gaultier, the replacement. They might get a 7th. They won't get a 7th. They will get their first back-to-back Grand Slam for 88 years. They have got a 7th try in the corner. It's a rout. It's 51-0. It's a record Welsh defeat.
Newcastle 1-0 up here at Old Trafford. Ketspire comes forward and then just loses control of the ball and attacked out of play by Sanford. Another substitution for Sheffield United coming on, and Couture will be coming on for who? Saunders. So Couture on now as well.
Yeah, so I mean, Sheffield United have played 4-4-2 throughout the game. A substitution both the forwards. I just wondered whether it was maybe worth a gamble to try and play 3 Alan and stretch Newcastle at the back, take a chance.
Not yet, not yet. Throw into Newcastle. Taken by Pearce to Shearer with his back to the penalty area. Lays the ball back to Batty. Pearce again, now Barnes. And Pearce collects, running towards the penalty area. Slips it to Shearer, edge of the D. No room for the shot. Shearer plays it back 20 yards to Batty. Newcastle dominant now, leading 1-0 as well. Barnes chips it down towards the left edge of the penalty area. Head out of play by Holdsworth. Throw into Newcastle.
Now, we've talked about Davies Ass, who I think has been quite outstanding at the back for Newcastle. But I'd put Batty up there as well. I think his passing today has been absolutely excellent. Very rarely does he give the ball away. Always in a position to get the ball back. And always there for colleagues to dig them out of trouble.
Barnes back to Batty. Batty away to the far side, and Warren Barton. It's going to take something to get Sheffield United into this game again. I think Newcastle are totally in control at the moment. Gillespie to Ketspire, edge of the centre circle, and then he shimmies, goes the other way and gives the ball away to Sheffield United. It's hit upfield. Couture after it. The defender there is Davies. Davies finds Albert, and now Pearce. Steve Thompson out of the dugout yelling instructions, and just wishing at the moment that Sheffield United can pluck a goal in this situation. They've only got 15 minutes to go. Remember, twice they held Coventry after falling behind in the 6th round. Here is Dallas, shakes the ball away to the far side. It's not kept in play by Quinn. Should have gone to it first of all, didn't let it run, and it beats so it's out of play. It's a throw.
I thought it was a good pass, actually. I don't think there's much wrong with it. I'm not quite sure Quinn's body shape, thinking, shall I come and meet it, shall I let it bounce across? And of course, not only did it bounce, it skidded, and it skidded away from him.
Well, the next 14 minutes could tell us differently, but we might be heading for the third FA Cup final between Newcastle and Arsenal, and Newcastle have won the previous two.
And Newcastle might be heading into Europe, Alan.
Well, they would be if Arsenal finished in the top two in the Premiership, as seems likely. And, well, that will save Kenny Dalglish's and Newcastle season. Free kick to Sheffield United. From the left, Newcastle with everyone back. Nielsen hits it high into the penalty. Dallas is there and gives him a stretching and palms it away towards the near side. Good play. Collected by Holdsworth. Excellent tackle by Shearer. Has it gone behind for a goal kick? It has. Despite Holdsworth's protest.
Yeah, and the referee's assistant has given the goal kick. Holdsworth protested, but the referee's assistant got it absolutely
right.
Spot on. Good tackle by Shearer.
Yeah, well, it just shows the measure of the man, you know. He scored a goal, that's what he's there for. And from the first really clear-cut chance that he's had in the game, unlike Anderson, and now he's back helping out defend with just 13 minutes to go. Trevor Brookings, Sunday Sport on 5 Live, bringing you the FA Cup semi-finals. Arsenal beat Wolves 1-0. Newcastle leads Sheffield United 1-0. Rangers and Celtic to come in the Scottish semi-final. Holdsworth for Sheffield United. 13 minutes to go. Sandfoot away to the far side, and Nielsen to Cachorro up over the halfway line, but being hustled on the far side, and the ball way to play it is just going to be thrown in Newcastle.
Davies again it was, just forcing Sheffield United away from the danger zone all the time.
It's the first time I've seen him. Looks a very good player.
He's been outstanding.
And what, he didn't cost that much, did he? It was $1.5 million or something? Not that much.
Was that Drakmar or was it pounds?
You mean compensate me? No, please, no letters. It's only, the pound sterling the exchange rates at the moment. 12 minutes to go. Throw into Sheffield United. Throw goes to Stewart. Back to Babokis. And now Holdsworth. Sanford to his left. And further wide in the far side is Nielsen. Nielsen has it. Infield to Bobby Ford. Edge of the centre circle. Now into the centre circle. Steve Thompson streaming instructions. He wants to get out there and play. As he once did, of course, for Sheffield United. Now he's the manager, at least temporarily. Nielsen on the far side flicks an obvious pass forward, easily intercepted by Barton. Barton to Barnes. Barnes to the near side, and Batty. Batty still short of the halfway line. He knew he'd only hit speed to the left, so looks right instead. Finds Ketspire. Ketspire determined to keep the ball in Newcastle's possession. Barton's lazy pass forward, given back to him by a sloppy defensive clearance. Shearer, wide to Gillespie down the right. Less than 12 minutes to go. Newcastle 1, Sheffield United 0. Devizas to Barnes. How many passes have Newcastle strung together now? Batty on to Ketspire. Dabbed away by Sanford towards the halfway line. Batty was waiting for it. Finds Gillespie. Back to Devizas. Right in the centre circle, short of the halfway line. To Barton. Sheffield United just chasing shadows at the moment. Can't get the ball. Barton hits it long beyond Shearer and through to Kelly.
That's the secret. Even though eventually the ball was given away by Barton over the head of Shearer for almost 30 seconds a minute, which is a long time in football. Newcastle just kept the ball and they're consistently working Sheffield United.
Dallas back to Holdsworth. Holdsworth drives it forward. It's a good pass too. Quinn collects. Left edge of the penalty area. Needs a good cross. There it goes. Taylor jumps, doesn't make contact. Ball rebound to Ford. Ford shoots. Deflected wide. Corner.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether it came off Batty or it came off Pearce. Initially, a great ball by Dallas. The second time he's done it. Long arcing ball away across to the far side to get Quinn in. Quinn's cross was half decent, headed away by Albert. And then it's one of those forgiven. He's not quite sure where the ball's going to go. Fortunately deflected for a corner, but more pressure from Sheffield United.
A little over 10 minutes to go. Newcastle lead 1-0. Sheffield United corner. Headed clear of the penalty area. Collected by Ford. Another cross in there. Left-footed. Headed down by Pearce this time and away by Albert. Gillespie, right of his own penalty area. Ketspire with a run upfield, but Gillespie's pass isn't going firmly enough as far as Ketspire is concerned, and it's back into the possession of Sheffield United. Less than 10 to go at Old Trafford. Good ball to the far side. Nielsen slips it forward. Cachorro after it. close to the corner flag. Taylor waits inside the penalty area. Couturo's beat. Barton takes it away. Gets by it. Back to Barnes, and Barnes lifts it up to the halfway line. Only Shearer up front. Only Shearer, I say. Shearer spins, but then he's tackled well by Holdsworth, and it's back with Sheffield.
I thought Shearer just slipped. I thought he just rested nicely on Holdsworth, and as he turned him with his body, he's looking to play the ball inside. He slipped, and Holdsworth got it back.
Here's Quinn down the right for a change for Sheffield United. Left-footed cross into the Newcastle penalty area. Taylor with his back to goal, trying to get the ball down. Batty's there. Taylor goes in to challenge, fouls Batty. Free kick to Newcastle.
Well, and Taylor's having a go at Dallas to substitute, because I think Taylor thought Dallas could have done better with the ball that was played in, and at least given Taylor a shout whether to hold it, to flick it on, or to lay it off to one of his teammates.
A little over 8 minutes to go. Newcastle United 1, Sheffield United 0. A one despondent Sheffield fan leaves already for the exit. He doesn't think his side can score. He doesn't think they can gain extra time. They might yet, though. Free kick taken by Gibbon. Shearer back to Getsbire, who finds Batty. Edge of the centre circle. Gillespie, good ball to Barnes. A nice speed down the near side. Barnes wants it again. Barnes in these closing minutes, using the old head that took him to finals with Liverpool and Watford. Speed. Forward to Gillespie. Gillespie, couple of yards outside the penalty. On his right foot, lashes the shot over the crossbar.
Well, I'll tell you what, and when you see him do that, Gillespie, you just say to yourself, why, oh, why don't you do that more often?
Exactly.
Great first touch, turned himself round, turned the defender round, got his speed up very, very early, ran at the defender, half a yard, dropped his shoulder and hit it. Unfortunately for Newcastle, it's over the bar, but certainly, I mean, it looks very exciting, and it's so effective and difficult to defend against.
7.5 minutes to go. 7.5 minutes before Newcastle reach the FA Cup final, where they play Arsenal. Can Sheffield United do anything about it? The header down is by Taylor, but it's away from Couture, and it's cleared upfield. Only to Nielsen, and Nielsen hits it out of play, and that was a tired ball.
Story of the day, Sheffield United, really. Because they've been starved of possession of the football by Newcastle, who've kept the ball very well and worked Sheffield United when they've got the ball. What they've done is, when eventually the ball's come to Sheffield United, they try to do things they're not capable of, Alan.
Here's Graham Stewart running towards the Newcastle penalty here. Still running, two challenges. Ball breaks away on the far side. Quinn should keep it in play. Tries to cross first time. It hits Barton. Barton keeps it in play. Well done, Warren Barton. And Barton now hits it up a Sheffield foot out of play for a throw to Newcastle. And as one man, 23,000 Newcastle fans on the far side rise to applaud. Or what is it? It should be 26.5 actually. 26,500 Newcastle fans. 53,000 inside Old Trafford. Pulsating atmosphere. Not a great game though. Newcastle won't mind. They're winning 1-0. Gillespie on the halfway line. On the far side, Newcastle right. In to Barnes. 5.5 minutes to go. John Barnes coming forward. Barnes holding the ball up well. Gives it to Gillespie. Gillespie to Speed. Left edge of the penalty area. Declines to cross. Faced by the defender. Turns now. Right-footed cross to the far post towards Shearer. Headed away by Nielsen. Pearce is waiting for it. Pearce just chips it high. Angled towards Gillespie. He never made any challenge for the ball. And Holdsworth heads it towards the near touchline. And out of play for a throw-in. Final score, Wales 0, France 51, close at Wembley.
Does that mean they're champions by a mile? What does it mean for Wales?
We'll get Ian Brown's reaction in a moment. 6 minutes to go. I think I said 5.5, so we've just added a few seconds.
Ian Brown said, no, you won't, by the way.
Pearce down the left for Newcastle. A finalist in 91, Stuart Pearce, and he's won a corner.
That's what they've done very well today, Newcastle. In those areas, they've always got something, whether it be a throw-in, whether it be a corner. They've not given the ball away willy-nilly in the decisive areas, which has always given them those number of chances, Alan.
Well, they're still in a certain amount of Premiership trouble. Newcastle United, 7 games to go. Only 2 of them at home, too close to the relegation area. But they're heading for Wembley. A little over 5 minutes left at Old Trafford. Newcastle lead 1-0. Good tackle by Stuart of Gillespie, but Gillespie's not unhappy because the ball's out of play and it's going to be another throw into Newcastle. And more to the point, it's still deep inside the Sheffield half, where Sheffield United can do nothing in terms of equalising. Ball's out of play once more. Again, Stuart knocks it away for a throw-in. Pearce to take it when he wakens up. Gaining a few extra seconds. rather losing a few seconds. Back it goes to Davizas hits it upfield beyond Holdsworth and Shearer, behind for a goal kick.
Well, it was a straight on ball by Davizas, wasn't it? I mean, it had to be absolutely 100% pinpoint accurate to try and put Shearer in, and really a bit of a waste. It's just allowed Alan Kelly to take a goal kick and hopefully urge his side on further forward.
Well, they are pushing many players further forward now, because Bobby Ford just got the instruction from Steve Thompson, but they can't do anything about it while somebody else is fouling Stuart Pearce.
It was Big Taylor, wasn't it? Arm up right in front of the nose of the referee.
Free kick to Newcastle United. The Sheffield fans are silent. There are no red and white balloons floating around Old Trafford at the moment. But Newcastle flags and scarves waving on the far side, and that massive North stand. Newcastle lead 1-0. On the attack again, Shearer keeps the ball in play. Marvellous play by Alan Shearer, just to keep the ball inside the penalty area. And then Gillespie, from a mistake, hustled out of that Sheffield defence, wins a throw-in.
Brilliant, Shearer, an example to everybody. It looked as though it was a completely lost cause. He's got the outside of his right foot to it. He's flicked the ball across. He's been panicking Sheffield United defence, and Newcastle still have the ball.
From the throw-in, Gillespie back to Barnes. Gets by available. Barnes doesn't need him. Looks to Batty. Couple of yards in from the far flank. That's the right. Back to Barton. Barton chips it forward. Gillespie gives up on that, and Gillespie bellows at Barton for the waywardness of the pass. It's a goal kick, and there are only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left of this FA Cup semi-final, unless Sheffield United score.
Big chance for Sheffield United. Quinn started the second half through one-on-one, all right, in an inside left position, through one-on-one with Given.
The only clear-cut chance they've had really. The Marcelo header would certainly have the goalkeeper beat, but it was from nothing that Quinn should have scored. He didn't, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle, because you give a chance like that to one man, Alan Shearer, and he will score. Here's Kitsvaya, ahead of the centre circle. One thought in his head, running towards the penalty, onto his right foot, onto his left, into the D, tackled now, and Kitsvaya won't give up, wins the ball back to Georgian. Might create a chance for Batty, was Batty tripped? No, he wasn't. Referee looked at it, decided against, and Sheffield United have the ball. 2.5 minutes to go. Newcastle lead 1-0. Holdsworth, approaching the halfway line, hits a ball that's only hopeful, and Albert heads it quickly out of play, throw it to Sheffield United.
Well, that's the problem now with Sheffield United, really. They've just got to throw the lot in our kitchen sink. Just get it up there. They've got some big fellas up there now. Taylor, Couture, Gallis. Get the ball in there.
Here's one of them. Taylor heads it onto himself, takes it on the chest, flicks it high towards the left edge of the penalty area. Quinn chases after it. Gillespie clears for Newcastle. Look at the rush of Shearer on the far side. Just to hustle a player, Nielsen heads it out of play. Alan Shearer to typify.
And Gillespie as well did well in the right back position. No frills, just help it on. Shearer did the rest. Another 10-15 seconds wasted, and forcing Sheffield United back towards their own goal.
Well, it'll be a first FA Cup final for Alan Shearer. He was only 4 years of age when Newcastle last reached the final in 1974, beaten by Liverpool. They're very near to it now, 90 seconds away from a meeting with Arsenal at Wembley Stadium. Sheffield United on the attack, ball played in, clear with a header, saved by Given. Given's save probably has put Newcastle through to Wembley.
Yeah, again a comfortable save. I know it's a vital save, Alan, but it's comfortable. Quinn did well. I mean, he came in at the far post, and he only had one little spot to pick. He picked it out, but Given read it.
Corner to Sheffield United. About a minute to go. They trail 1-0. Deep into the penalty area. Headed clear by speed. Gets by, and Nielsen challenged for it. Nielsen wins. Chips it back, harmlessly back, straight through to Given.
It was unfortunate, Nielsen. He won the battle with Kitsvaya. He just looked to deliver the ball back in, a bit like Davizaz's ball before it. It was just too straight for all the Sheffield United players who were coming out.
The ball's inside the centre circle. I thought it was going to say foul by on Kitsvaya, but it was a foul by Kitsvaya. Sheffield United free kick, taken quickly as it has to be. Newcastle with plenty of players back. One of them, John Barnes. Barnes clears the ball over the halfway line. Holdsworth is there. Thompson, the coach, points upfield. There it goes, headed on by Dallas. Short challenges, saved by Given.
Good positioning by Given. Just the fact that he started virtually on his 6-yard box. The ball was flicked on, and he reacted before anybody got in front of Stewart into the arms on the green jersey, and he kicks it 70 yards upfield. Relieves the pressure again.
The ball play towards Alan Shearer. Sanford intercepts, diverts it back to Kelly. Kelly, good clearance for the goalkeeper. To Nielsen on the far side. We're into stoppage time at the end of the FA Cup semi-final. A season that seemed to collapse all about Newcastle's ears after they so fabulously beaten Barcelona in the Champions League. Premiership awful. Still going in the FA Cup. Poised to make an FA Cup final appearance now because of this man, Alan Shearer, on the ball. His header on the hour. Beating Sheffield United at the moment. And he's holding the ball up well. Down the left touchline until he's fouled by Holdsworth. It's a Newcastle free kick.
Just top play. Since he scored his goal, he's just kicked on another level. You know, so professional in the way that he holds the ball up, works hard for the side, and certainly his performance in the last 20 minutes has been outstanding. There he just occupied two defenders, and you know exactly what he was going to get. He was always going to get a free kick.
Great for Newcastle to see, and great too, I think, for Glenn Hoddle to see.
His last 3 or 4 games, Shearer has undoubtedly got a lot stronger.
A minute of stoppage time as Barnes plays the ball, the free kick into the penalty area. Headed away by Holdsworth, but it's fallen to Ketspire down the near side. Tackle by Ford. It's out of play. It's a Newcastle throw-in. We're into the second minute of stoppage time. The referee, Graham Poll, positioned near the tunnel. The throw-in goes to Barnes. Infield to Ketspire. And now Gillespie. So it made the FA Cup final. Jordy arms go aloft. 26,000 of them. Alan Shearer away to the far side. Punches the air. It's Shearer's goal that has taken them there. Newcastle have beaten Sheffield United. And it's Arsenal next.
It's fully deserved by Newcastle as well, Alan, today. I think they've shown throughout the whole game they've made a lot of chances. They could have got in at half-time, at least to cut the goals to the better through Andreas Anderson. And, of course, it was that man, Shearer. He had probably a quarter chance in the first half, couldn't make the best of it. As soon as he had one decent chance in the second half, his header was too powerful for Kelly. He followed up with the rebound. And really, you know, Sheffield United have given absolutely everything. They've had a marvellous run in the Cup, but today they've come up against the side of just too much experience. That is outstanding at the back, as was given. Batty in midfield, Shearer up through the middle, Gillespie on the right. All those 5 players I mentioned, all internationals, all experienced, all played at this stage of any competition before.